Hey, so as a vegan, I often get asked the question of why I'm vegan and not vegetarian. I was a vegetarian for about 10 years and I thought that, while it is killing less animals, um, why not consume milk and eggs if, cows doesn't hurt them to be milked, right? And if the chickens aren't using their eggs, then what's the problem with eating their eggs? And it's a great question. When I did a little bit more research, I found out that the egg industry, as well as the dairy industry, is very cruel to the animals, so you're definitely harming them. One of the number one problems with the dairy industry is that by drinking milk, you are directly supporting the consumption of veal. So if you've heard about veal, veal is a baby cow. It's a baby male cow that gets ripped away from its mother when he's just, a couple days old. The mom cries for the baby. The baby's very confused. And then these baby male cows have to spend their entire short lives inside of a small doghouse-like cage. And they're not allowed to move because then they would develop muscle. And they're also fed a very low iron diet, so they become anemic. This is in order to keep the meat tender. And after just a couple of short weeks, they are brutally murdered. And that is the span of their life. It's very cruel. It's very unfair. They did nothing to deserve it. And if it's a female baby cow, then that cow will be used as a milk machine. Now, cows naturally would live around 14, 15 years. In the factory farm industry, cows live between 1 to 3, and then they die because they're pumped full of growth hormones, antibiotics, made to live in filthy, crowded conditions. When they pass out from exhaustion or they're not producing enough milk, they get dragged out by their hind legs and they get turned into fast food meat. Fast food meat is a grade above dog food meat, and there can actually be up to 170 different cows in a single fast food burger, which is pretty gross. Also, egg-laying hens are forced to spend their entire lives inside of a cage that's the size of a piece of paper. They will put 7 to 10 hens in a single cage, and that's where they spend their lives. They suffer from extreme feather loss. Their feet get mutilated from spending their entire lives in a wire cage. That's why they're called battery cages, because they are so small. So it's not a very good life to lead for dairy cows or for egg-laying hens. Also, baby male chicks, they aren't used for either laying eggs or for the use of food, so they get ground up while they're still alive, or they'll get chucked into a dumpster to suffocate on top of one another. The best way to combat this problem is to choose a vegan lifestyle. If you're vegan, it means you abstain from all animal products. It's actually one of the best things you can do for your health and for the environment. It's really great, and you should all give it a try.